The film begins with a cute puppy that was stealing the food because of his hunger. There was a mutton shop nearby. The police notice him and start to chase him. The puppy running from there hides and nearby sand lumps. There we notice a boy, Shaggy, who was quite depressed for not having any friends. He considering the sand lumps his friend, he was talking to them. Listening to this, the little puppy comes out and soon they both friend each other. The police officer arrives there by finding him, but Shaggy says that this is my own pet Scooby. This means Shaggy has named it Scooby and he takes him home afterward. He shows him his toys, his favorite superheroes, and gives him a name tag with a promise of never putting it off. Halloween day approaches. They both gear up in the costume of their favorite heroes to collect the candy. There were some mischievous boys who snatches their candies and throw them in a haunted house. They were afraid of getting in the house. Three people come named Fred, Daphne and Velma. There of them says that they will help them and bring their candy out of the house. Shaggy forbids them that this is a haunted house. They should not get in. Three of them try to elucidate them and go into the house. They look at the bag of candy. Coming back after taking the candy box, they hear a mysterious sound from the wardrobe. On opening up the wardrobe, they watch a ghost behind the clothes. They run here and there in fright. Later on, Velma notices a rope hung with the wardrobe and Fred cuts it. The ghost falls down after this. It is revealed that this is the owner of the house. Later on, Shaggy and Scooby come to inform them that how at one place stolen goods are placed. This means that the owner was a thief. Later on, they call the police to arrest the owner. They become happy after this and plan to make their detective group. They named it Mystery Inc. They likely caught up same people and grow up as well. They purchase a van for them, which them name Mysterious Machine. One day while sitting in a hotel, Fred says that they need money if they want to continue this job. Velma says that they are going to meet an investors and he will meet here with us. Here comes Simon, an investor. He says that their team is quite capable. Fred has much strength. Velma has a mind and Daphne has a unique style of talk. He says that he does not see any benefit from Shaggy and Scooby. If they are in the group, he will not invest. Listening to this, Shaggy and Scooby becomes upset and they leave from there. For the catharsis, they reach their favorite club. They start to bowl as the bowling ball goes toward the pins. All these things transform into robots. They chase them. Shaggy and Scooby escape hardly. On the other side, Fred, Velma and Daphne were going somewhere in a van. On the way, they become aware of what is happening in the club. They know that this is a favorite club of Shaggy and Scooby, that they might be in trouble and leave for their help. The robots again come to catch them. They reach an alley that was closed on other side. They notice a blue light from the sky that pulls and take them toward a spaceship. On reaching there, Shaggy realizes that this is the spaceship of his favorite superhero, Blue Falcon. They meet a girl, Dee, a pilot of spaceship. She tells that all the reports that chase them are sent by criminal Dick. They want to catch them. They meet Falcon and his dog Dino. It reveals that this is not real Falcon. He is retried and this is his son Brain. Brain tells them the full plan, that how the criminal is searching for three skulls and if he finds so he will fulfill his old dangerous plan. While conversation, they were attacked by the criminal. Falcon brings some beams and rescue the space. He says to Shaggy and Scooby to be with them. This is they could be rescued. On the other side, Fred, Velma and Daphne reach the club and member tells them everything like a story. He gives them a broken robot which Velma studies thoroughly. During the search of this robot, Velma finds a hair which she comes to know after testing that it belongs to Dick. She searches all the histories of Dick. They know that he has stolen skull from somewhere. He was stealing many doggies as well. It revealed to them that Scooby might be in a trouble. They leave for their friend's help. On the way, the broken robot activates after a jerk. On the other side, Dick bursts his anger upon robots for not completing a small task assigned by him. He rags on a robot enough that he beheads him and applies a hair dryer. On the other side, Dee and Dino collected information and searched for the second skull that was in a desert, and Dee says that they have to go there before Dick reaches there. On the other side, Brian comes, who was not real superhero. He tells that someone has informed him that the skull is not in the desert but somewhere else. They have to go there. Dee tries to elucidate to him that might be a trap of Dick. We should not believe someone easily. Unwillingly, everyone has to go with Brian. On the the other side, Velma knows while searching that as many dogs are stolen or somehow connected with Scooby. On searching, she comes to know an interesting thing that Scooby is related somehow with the dog of Alexander. This means the dog with supernatural power. One thing was clear that this man wanted to approach Scooby. Brian reaches along with his team to find the skull, but Dee was right. This was planning of it. Dick was waiting for them along with the many robots. When they attack, Brian runs off. Dino and Dee fights with them. Scooby and Shaggy hides in a cabin, but Dick finds them. He brings out and pulls him hard that he falls near a Ferris wheel. Brian was already hidden there. Scooby, hidden from Dick, comes into a room full of mirrors. Dick says to him that he is a key of treasure and he will get it. There were many mirrors with the same reflection of Scooby. He runs out with his illusion. He reaches to Dino and Shaggy. While going back, they were re-attacked by Dick. Dee rescues them. Dick receives the call of a report that was in the car of Fred, Velma and Daphne. It tells him about their location. On the other side, Scooby reaches space and tells others that he is the key of any treasure. That's why he is finding Dick. Listening to this, Brian suggests giving Scooby a protective suit that he gives him. He takes off the collar given by Shaggy. Shaggy becomes upset because Scooby had promised not to take off his collar. Brian comes to Shaggy and tells him that he is upset because he has not proved him at his father's place yet. Neither he is as strong as his father was. On the other side, Fred, Velma and Daphne knows with the picture that Scooby is with the Blue Falcon. They have an idea that they might be a bit suffer there. They were missing them. On the way, a police officer stops them on getting out of the car. They know that this is Dick. It was his trap. After that, he takes him toward the space and imprisons them. Later on, the little robot comes home Dick beheaded and applied a hair dryer. Daphne helps him and because of this, he replaces them. On investigation, they come to know that Dick has found a two skull. With the help of these two skulls, he is about to reach to third skull that was on a mountain. They give this information to Dino. There was another room on the wall. Many pictures were placed on the wall. Watching this, they understand the plan of Dick. He wants to reach the treasure of Alexander that could only be opened from the dog of Alex dying. Scooby is relevant, so he wants to take help from him. On the other side of the wall, another picture of dog was placed. Before they could collect any details, Dick reaches there. Dick tells him that how he tries once to catch the treasure through the bottle in which he sent his dog mutely. This was a one-way passing in which he has not got to the treasure and his dog was lost. Now he will spend Scooby to get the treasure and his dog. Dick gives Fred to him and imprisons Daphne and Velma. On the other side, they reach the way where they reach the mountain. They find a secret island. All were about to go, but Shaggy does not come out. Scooby says that they might safer with Falcon and he will go with them. All go and Shaggy leaves behind. Scooby and Dee moves further. They find a caveman that tells that he knows where the skull. I can help you to reach there. They follow him. Fred reaches in a van with Shaggy and says that they have to find Scooby because Dick is about to reach here. The caveman takes him toward an area. In the midst of this area, the skull was placed. He says that there is a condition for getting a skull that they have to fight with him. Brian notices his size and agrees. When the fight starts, he beats him a lot. Dino and Dee helps him. He defeats him finally. Before they reach the skull Fred Shaggy, it reveals that it was not Fred but Dick disguised as Fred. He takes Scooby and by leaving everyone he goes to space. He leaves Daphne, Fred and Velma to them. When they reach Blue Falcon's spaceship, it was destroyed. Brian and Fred start to fight. Shaggy tries to elucidate that there is nothing in the fight. Rather, they have to rescue Scooby. Now they together make a plan to repair the spaceship. On the other side, Dick has taken Scooby-Doo to an abandoned place. It was transformed in a huge place with the help of these three skulls. It might be the place where the treasure was. Dick notices all of them are coming in mysterious van because they have applied the engine of Brian's spaceship in their mysterious van that was flying. He sends his robots to attack their van. Their van was badly falling down. Dino rescued with his power. All were safe, but the van was destroyed. Fred reacts to see his van ruined. On the other side, Dick touches Scooby's at a small lock. A big gate opens. A huge dog emerges from the gate that has three faces. It was the dog that was somehow connected with Scooby. When it comes out, all start to run here and there. On the other side, Dick notices a big treasure of getting in. He finds his dog. He becomes quite happy to have the treasure and the dog as well. Scooby and all try to stop with the dog. Even the robot prepared by Daphne also comes along with his friends to help them. Dino searches Brian and tells him that this is the time to prove himself as son of Falcon. He feels strong after this. He goes to fight with giant dog. They all were engaged in a fight and Dick runs off by taking his dog and the treasure. After this, Daphne thinks that Fred has a clue to close the door. It was written that Scooby with the help of a friend could close it. This task requires two people. Brian tries his best to send the dog to the gate. On the other side, Scooby and Shaggy ask the robots to transfer into a bowling ball. They throw towards the dog so he slips and falls. When the dog sleeps, to lock the door requires another thing. This means one of them has to go in. Shaggy says that he will go as he touches in his goes. Shaggy says that he will go as he touches. He goes inside. On the other side, when Scooby touches the door, disappears permanently. The place disappears. All of them were worried that they will never get Shaggy back. Suddenly, the statue of Alexander's dog comes. It was written on it that true friends are never apart. Later on, a door opens and Alexander pulls Shaggy up. All becomes happy. Shaggy gives Scooby the small collar that Scooby puts off before. On the other side, few robots brings Dick and his dog. On the other side, we notice they have huge funds and have opened an office of mysterious ink. They take different cases and solve them. Even Brian gives Fred an advanced pen. They receive a call for another case and they leave to solve it. This lovely movie ends here. Friends, if you like this explanation, please share on your friend and once again subscribe my channel and press the bell notification. Stay with us, stay connected and thanks for watching.